SolutionFlavored Sundays, my favorite. Coming up here on the Better Sundays podcast at Reachkeep.com. Welcome to the Better Sundays podcast. Focused, practical, and usable advice for church leaders looking to reach new young families and impact their community. Howdy, Mike Holmes here. Today we're talking about Sundays. Not like the banana split kind or the peanut butter parfait kind, but talking about the come after Saturday kind of Sundays. But we still can have a flavor on those Sundays, and I want to talk to you about something today that I think is just an important thing. I've spent a lot of time on the road here lately. All these trucks in the background here. I'm sitting in a truck stop out here in western United States, and I thought this would be a good illustration of something that I wish I knew years ago. I wish if I were starting all this stuff over again, had to start it from scratch. I wish I could paint my church and paint things with this kind of a flavor. You've all heard of those rose-colored glasses. I got a pair of glasses here. Someone gave me a new pair of glasses the other day, sunglasses, and said, "Here, try these." And I put them on, and they were like super green. I mean, everything was green. No matter what you looked at, it was really green. They were just too tinted for me. But we all know what that tinted thing is like. And there is something that needs to happen in our church, and our church needs to be tinted the right way. Churches can have the wrong kind of flavor, the wrong kind of smell, the wrong kind of aroma to them. And if you and I were starting churches over, there's something we'd want to add to our church that would make it the right flavor. And that is this idea that our church would smell like or taste like a Solution Sunday. In other words, we would be solving problems. We would be getting things done at our church and helping people to be moving forward. Now, every one of these trucks that are out here, in fact, let me just hop out and show you some of them, because there's a heap of them. It's a little noisy out there because there's so many, but every one of these trucks out here is carrying with it a solution. They have got, by the way, there's some of you ask, where's the little blue car? There's the little blue car. All right. Every one of these trucks here has something in it that is a solution. It's going to help somebody be a solution. It's going to help somebody kind of solve a problem. They might have medical supplies in it that doctors will use to solve problems. A lot of things along that line. Or they just are carrying stuff that people are going to be using to solve things. And we need to have that type of flavor in our church, that we are a problem-solving church. We are getting things finished. We are, helping people to get the relief that they need. You know, people come to church for a lot of reasons. They come because they're invited, and big days, and friends invited them, and all that kind of stuff. But they really come to church because they're looking for an answer. And I'm talking about new people. We go to church all the time because we like it, and we're used to it, and we have a habit of going to it. But people go to church because there are solutions at that church, and we need to have solutions. Now, number one place where you can have solutions, obviously, is in your Sunday sermons, in your preaching, and you can have solutions built into the illustrations. You can have solutions that are built into your application, whether you teach a doctrine or expository or topical type of things. You can put something in there that is going to help people move forward with their life. You can put it into the application at the end. I like to do that myself, at the end, say, okay, here's the so what, here's, the next step, here's where we go because of this. So you can have solutions in there for that thing. Another place where there needs to be solutions, especially if you're reaching young families, is you need to have solutions in your children's program. We believe in character-based training for our solutions in our Sunday school program. In other words, there needs to be, and there's many different curriculums, don't talk about that now, but there needs to be inside of that curriculum or inside of the teacher's mind, there needs to be the idea that they are going to be solving a problem. They're going to be helping a kid have better manners. They're going to help a kid be obedient. They're going to help a kid to be respectful. Now, all of that comes when a child, of course, hears the gospel and gets saved. But once they've been saved, and many of our children have been, then we want to develop them in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. And parents want their kids to come away from Sunday school better than when they went in. Now, parents don't necessarily go to church thinking about, I'm going to walk out of that door better. But when they send their kid into your Sunday school room, in their mind is improvement. In their mind is advancement. In their mind is the development of character. And so not only in your sermons and your illustrations and your applications, but you can have it in your children's programs as well. One other place where solutions really can be kind of embedded is in the idea that your church provides a wholesome relationship. It is a wholesome atmosphere. We talked about this already, but it's a place where there's relationships that are good, because parents and people know that they would rather be in an area where things are wholesome and people are growing and they are developing and they are getting better than to be in an environment where they are not developing and where they are being kind of picked away at a little bit at a time. Our society, our public school systems, our television, all that kind of stuff picks away at us and makes us worse every time we're involved with it. I mean, it's just kind of the bottom line. I mean, we get so desensitized to sin and all sorts of different things along that line because of our culture that we're embedded in. And people are looking for a wholesome culture that is going to help them move forward and to be developed and to be a solution that they don't have. In other words, they go to school and their kids are taught about all this, gender stuff, and you watch it on television and the news, and everything is, much cruder than it used to be. I mean, our society is downhill, and we need to have, every one of us know that on the inside, we need to be developing better into wholesome people. And again, the gospel, of course, is embedded in all this. You have to teach people how to be saved to get that. But this is the idea that our churches solve problems. Every one of these trucks is going to a place where there's going to be some type of consumers that are going to be out there, buying the stuff or picking up the stuff or loading the stuff or whatever it happens to be. There's all sorts of consumers on the other end of this. And the reason there are consumers at, Walmarts and Home Depots and stores and all that is because they've gone there before and they have consumed already, and now they're returning because they got something the first time. In other words, the reason you go to a store, a Walmart we'll say, is because the first time you went there, you got something, and now you're going back there to get something again. You're going back there to get an answer because that has become the answer place for you. Now, whether that is a restaurant or, in this case, look at there, a car dealership, okay? You go back to the car dealership, you go wherever it happens to be. All of those things happen because you are being, you have got it the first time, and now you're being developed the second time. So anyway, want to share that stuff with you. If I had to do all this stuff over again, I would make sure my church was flavored with this kind of stuff and make sure that we are headed the right direction and have the flavor overlapping everything, is that we are solving problems. We have a little saying, every Sunday solve a problem. That's a great thing that you can teach your people. Everybody at every level should be solving problems. So anyway, this is Mike. If you'd like more information about this, if you'd like to learn more, we have a special online academy that we do training for, and we have a way you can sign up and get ready for it. It is actually releasing here pretty soon on the 15th of August. I'm recording this in the summer. On the 15th of August, we're going to open this up. You can get on our wait list by just simply going to reachkeep.com/wait, just WAIT, and that'll get you there. So reachkeep.com/wait. I'm going to get run over here. And we'll get you on there. And then around the 15th, everybody that's on the wait list is going to get earlier access to get to some of the stuff that we have there. But we are here for you. We are here to help you make your church develop and help your church to grow and to be better at what it needs to be. And so the Academy is our monthly membership thing, and we have ongoing training that really helps churches at so many levels, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So anyway, Mike here, Reachkeep.com. If I had to do it all over again, I'd definitely make sure I'd have a great atmosphere, and I'd also make sure that I had this idea of solutions kind of painted all over my, every part of my church would have a Solution Sunday on it. So God bless, we'll catch you next week.